Hi, everybody. This is Lee, and I'm talking about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and the fact that there's whispers and rumors and subtle nudges about perhaps he might run for office. I don't know if that's to raise his actor profile or if it's to raise his political profile. Um, the idea on film has a certain cachet on Saturday Night Live when he's portraying the Rock Obama, uh, you know, that funny skit. Yeah, okay, I can see it then. In reality, I say caution is needed. That going from zero to president is perhaps not the best idea, as we see with Donald Trump and the fact that he's showboating on camera, shoving around other world leaders, like he's at a construction site or something instead of at a NATO summit, and the fact that he is somehow forgetting that he's actually a role model, and that we recently had someone else, a Republican down ballot, in Montana, who actually assaulted a member of the Guardian newspaper, a British newspaper. And so, of course, the Trump effect is not, going over so well, that we're seeing really disturbing behavior. That's, kind of, the diplomacy is, lacking, and it's a concern. And so going back to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, while I'm not really sold on the idea of him running for office or even holding office at in the White House, the big boy chair, perhaps governor. There's a governor seat opening up in 2018. There's a Senate seat, hopefully, opening up in California in 2018 if Dianne Feinstein does the right thing and just goes away, far away. And then also, certainly a congressional district seat is opening up in California. And that, as I've noted before, many times, that often those who wish to obtain a seat in the big boy chair in the White House serve down ballot. They learn how to serve the public. They learn how to be a politician and to practice diplomacy and to understand execution of legislation and things like that. And we're missing that right now. And we're seeing an example of the horrors that might occur with someone who has not, it has no background in public service whatsoever. And however, The Rock did say something very insightful when in regards to what he's seeing happening in the White House, recommending more poise and less noise. Hey, good advice. Good advice. I hope someone takes it. If they had poise, they would. But, maybe they want to make some noise. But it's just not a good look of what we're seeing from Donald Trump's behavior and his interactions with others. It's something weird going on. But that doesn't mean that even, someone with more poise, such as David or Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, could just slide in there and take that place. That there has to be some aspect of public service, some sort of experience, maybe even state assembly, do something. Be a mayor. I mean, Clint Eastwood was mayor of Carmel. And Arnold Schwarzenegger was governor of California. And so, and Jesse Ventura, he was the mayor in Minnesota. And then he was governor of Minnesota. And so maybe there's previous action stars who have held office, but they came from somewhere. They started down ballot. and then work their way up. Arnold Schwarzenegger can never be president, no matter how much people might want him to. He wasn't born in the United States. He wasn't born as a U.S. citizen. And so, but I think there might be a way that Dwayne the Rock Johnson could work his way up to that. Take a down ballot position first, work your way up, learn how to be a public servant, as opposed to playing one on film. And then, I think people can see it happening. And the reason why I say that is because he has, he comes from a Samoan background, very charismatic, things like that. But there's another person who has a Samoan background who's got about quadruple his experience and is very much capable of proving that she is a public servant. This is Tulsi Gabbard. If we stand Tulsi Gabbard next to The Rock and we say who should be in the White House, there's no comparison, I think. I do think that Dwayne The Rock Johnson has a future in politics if that's what he wants, and that there is a path for him, that it's been already blazed. Ronald Reagan, governor, I think he was head of SAG, and then he was governor, and then he was president. Arnold Schwarzenegger was governor, Jesse Ventura, mayor, and then governor. And then, and so on and so forth. I mean, Al Franken is a senator. Fred Grandy, who was on the Love Boat, he held office. Sonny Bono, Sonny and Cher. Fred, I think his name is Fred Thompson. He was on a Law and Order show. He was a senator from Tennessee, I believe. And so there is a path for a celebrity of television, film, celebrity to hold office. There's nothing wrong with that, but have something concrete to show why you are qualified to lead this nation. More poise, less noise, but also experience is needed, and that definitely Donald Trump has ruined the zero to president path for anyone else. That we do need our president to be able to function around the world in a civilized manner. We're missing that right now. We don't want to have to go through it again. So again, I do see it for The Rock, but we need to see some effort being made to show that you can be a public servant, that you can be an effective legislator or administrator, or whatever you plan to do. So I say good luck. And thank you for your recommendation to the president. He hasn't been listening so far, but maybe he will. In the meantime, we can look around and survey the field of 2020 and maybe even more insightfully focus on what's happening down ballot in 2018 and who's on a path into the White House. It might be Nikki Haley. It might be Tulsi Gabbard. It might be Kamala Harris. It might be Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Hey, may the best win. Good luck.